Two people have died after crashes involving motorcycles just minutes apart. According to the Leaf Chronicle, James Johnston was riding his motorcycle west on Highway 76 in Clarksville near Bradenbury Road when he crossed the center line and laid the bike down on the road and died at the scene. The other driver was hurt. No word, though, how seriously. That driver will not face any charges. I-24 is back open after another deadly crash involving a motorcycle, which happened on I-24 West near Old Hickory Boulevard around 6 o'clock last night. Few details are being released, but we know one person was killed. No word on who the victim is or what caused the crash. 2 years after a murder case went cold, two suspects are facing charges. Trevion Clary and Sydney Jackson have both been indicted for the murder of Alicia Jackson. The 20-year-old was found beaten and shot at her home in Christian County back in January of 2013. So far, no motive has been released. Both men are being held on $1 million bond. An accused killer is behind bars, but detectives are still trying to figure out what happened. Police say Demetrius Cobbin admitted to having some kind of altercation with Donnie Kennedy in Clarksville. Hours later, Kennedy was found dead. Cobbin is charged with criminal homicide, but the investigation is still open. Investigators are asking anyone who may have more details about that fight to call Crime Stoppers at 931-645-TIPS. And the search continues for the man responsible for a scary home invasion over the weekend. Police say the suspect rode up on a bicycle and ambushed a man while he was smoking outside the J.C. Napier homes early Saturday. He then forced the victim inside at gunpoint, stole several items, and forced the victim to carry out a TV before taking off. No one was hurt, and detectives are asking anyone who might have seen something in the area to give them a call. Quite a scare for people in a Greenbrier neighborhood over the weekend after a man thought he found a bomb inside his car's wheel well. This was the scene on Church Street Saturday, where folks from at least 6 homes were evacuated for nearly 4 hours. The strange package on the man's wheel turned out to be a 6-volt battery taped to a cell phone battery with wiring attached. It wasn't explosive, but investigators say it was intentionally attached to the vehicle.
This could have been a functioning device had it had the other elements with it. So there was definitely intent to scare somebody at the very least.
The victim told police he doesn't have any enemies that he can think of. Police continue to investigate. A developing story in Smithville, where the town's police chief is being forced out. WJLE is reporting Chief Randy Kaplinger has been suspended and has to resign tomorrow or retire, or he'll be fired. It's not clear what led to the suspension. Kaplinger's been the chief there for 5 years. Mayor Jimmy Poss has tapped Captain Stephen LeFew as officer in charge until all of this is sorted out. And if your clocks are blinking this morning, you're not alone. 14,000 people across the mid-state lost power overnight. A TVA substation went offline around 11 o'clock, leaving thousands of CEMC customers in the dark in Montgomery, Robertson, Sumner, and Cheatham counties. The outage has since been repaired. And tens of thousands of basketball fans came to Music City for the SEC tournament, but not everyone who bought tickets made it into Bridgestone. Our Cuthbert Langley at Metro Jail this morning. And Cuthbert, some fans ended up with fake tickets.
Amy, they did. That's what police say this morning. They definitely got several reports that fake tickets were being sold around Bridgestone Arena, so they stepped up patrols around the area, and that extra patrol seemed to pay off. Here's what police tell us happened. They got several reports of a specific ticket seller, I should say, 43-year-old Alexander Coates. Police say he was accused of selling fake tickets to several fans while officers were walking around, and talk about being at the right place at the right time. They stumbled upon Coates in the middle of selling tickets. They stopped him from doing that. When they searched him, they say they found several tickets inside of his jacket. They took those tickets to the Bridgestone Arena ticket counter, where they were proven to have been fake. Coates admitted to police, according to affidavits, that the tickets were fake and that he was trying to, quote, get his money back. So we don't know necessarily if Coates himself was the victim of a scam like this, but we do know that he is in jail this morning. Police say they also found about $600 in his pockets as well, presumably profits from selling those fake tickets. Just a little perspective for you. Yesterday, at one point, tickets were going for as much as $250. So definitely a lucrative deal there, but police say they have no patience for any sort of business like this. As I said, Coates is in jail on a $75,000 bond. for a criminal simulation charge. Reporting live at the Metro Jail this morning, I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Cuthbert, thank you. It was a sea of blue for those who did make it inside Bridgestone Arena. And without any problems, many of them, thankfully, number 1 seed Kentucky continued their winning streak. We're going to have complete coverage of the tournament in sports for you in just a couple of minutes. Also in sports, let the madness begin. It's time for the imperfect science of bracketology, when every person, it seems, in your office is an expert on college hoops. The NCAA men's basketball tournament bracket was unveiled last night. 64 teams are headed to the big dance. Business Insider estimates 70 million Americans will participate in some kind of office pool and drop about $9 billion on bets over the course of the tournament. You can get in on some of that cash. Head out to News Channel 5's Facebook page and click on the basketball to enter the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Franklin Basketball Madness Perfect Bracket Challenge. The winner gets $50,000.